From the very beginning, we have this understanding about business that we buy low, sell high, and that is how we make profits. Even in stock markets, we buy a share price at a particular level. When it goes up, we sell it and make profits. Today, we'll be discussing about a concept where you can even make money when the share price falls. Let us discuss this in this video. Hi guys, my name is Mohammed Shoaib. I am the founder and CEO of Money Spot Trading Partners. We are an educational platform for everybody who wants to learn about stock markets. The concept what we'll be discussing today is called as short selling. Not everybody understands this concept very well. So please watch this video till the end so that you get a clear picture of what short selling is and how you can make money in it. In the stock market, you buy a share hoping that the price will go up and you sell it at a higher price, you make profit. But in short selling, you sell the share at a certain level and you hope the share price will go down, you buy it at a lower level and you book your profits. If you're planning to short a position on a particular share or in a particular sector, you have to be very sure of, because usually markets are in a bull run. And in India, short selling is not very famous. So you have to have your analysis very concrete to make this kind of an order or to place a position of short. So let us understand this in detail. So there are two aspects for short selling. So the first aspect is you short sell in intraday, that is you sell it at the beginning of the day and you buy it before 3:30. That's intraday. And there is also short selling for a longer duration. That is you can sell the shares for 3 months, 6 months, etc. So let us discuss the first option now. In India, intraday short selling is very famous and most of us do it. One major reason for this is because there is high liquidity. You sell the shares in the morning, 100% you have to buy the shares before the day ends. So come, let us take an example. So here if you see this chart, I have placed my prices on this axis and my timing here. So then intraday the time starts at 9:15 a.m. and finishes at 3:30 p.m. The market closes. So here, for example, there is this share. I want to sell it at 120 rupees. I am hoping that the share price will go down to 100. That is my target. So I sell at this level. So there are two things what can happen here. One is, according to your analysis, the share price goes down to somewhere 100 nearby. You square off your position somewhere at maybe 1 o'clock and you make a profit of 20 here. The second scenario is the share price goes up. It's somewhere reaching around 140 and you square off here thinking I don't want to bear more loss, and here your loss is rupees 20. So in this example, there are three parties involved. One is the short seller who is selling the shares at 120, anticipating that the share price will go down. So from where will he get the shares? So he will sell it to a buyer. So he is the second party here, and he promises that before the day ends that he will get the delivery of the shares. In the above example, where this person is the short seller is making profit, so he will buy the shares at 100 rupees from another seller. So another party here is the seller who will sell the shares here at 100. So here this short seller is making a profit of rupees 20. So in the another scenario where his analysis is going wrong, he is making a loss of rupees 20 here. So here the seller sells him the shares at what price? 140, because the market price was that. So in this scenario, his loss will be rupees 20 per share. So whatever the case is, I will buy back the shares in any of the scenario and then give it back to the buyer, because I had promised him that he will get the delivery of the shares before 3:30 in the intraday market. One of the key things to remember in short selling in intraday is you have to square off. That means you have to buy back the shares before 3:20. I'm telling 3:20 because it is in a Zerodha platform. If you are not buying back the shares before 3:20, the stockbroker will buy it at the current market price and then he will give back the shares to the buyer. Another concept which I want you to add here is the stop loss concept. So even in selling, at 120 rupees is your selling price, but if the price goes up to 140, but you have decided that your loss should not be more than rupees 10 per share. So I will place a stop loss order at rupees 130. Whenever this price goes up and hits 130, my stop loss order will be executed and I will bear a loss of only 10 rupees on per share. So it is very important for a short seller to place his stop loss, because we don't know how high the share can go in a particular day. And this is very risky, because whatever the market price is at the bull run, this seller has to buy that and deliver the shares to the promised buyer. So let us understand the second aspect of short selling, that is short selling in the long term. So when I say short selling in the long term, you can see in the chart, it says 3 months, 6 months, whatever time period you are holding it for. To do this, you need to have your security lending and borrowing account activated. So this SLB account will enable you to do this kind of transactions. So let's see the example again here. So if you look at the chart, the time period I am selected is 3 months, 6 months and so on. And the share prices are, I am keeping the same example. Here the short seller wants to sell the shares at 120. Again, two scenarios. The share price goes down, he books a profit of rupees 20 here, but here the share price goes up and he books whatever the loss he is deciding. Let's keep rupees 20 here. So let us see who are all the parties involved in this. The first is the short seller. So this person is planning to sell these shares at 120. So to sell these shares, there should be a buyer. So the buyer comes into picture. So he sells the shares to the buyer. But the bigger question is, the short seller doesn't have any shares in his demat account. How did he sell it to the buyer? So what he will do is, he will go to the lender. So that's why the securities lending and borrowing account is very important. So this SLB account will enable you to do this kind of transaction, and the lender will lend some of the shares to the short seller. So here the lender lends the shares to the short seller for a period of 3 months. After 3 months, the short seller has to return back the shares to the lender plus the agreed interest amount. So this is similar to a loan. For example, you go to a bank, take the loan of a certain amount. After few months, you also return the interest plus the principal. So this is how the lender makes money. The short seller takes the shares and sells it to the buyer. So the buyer's picture is over now. Now the short seller will wait for 3 months to see if his target is met. That is, he wants the share price to go down. If the share price goes down and it reaches 100, maybe that was his target, and he will buy back the shares, because he has to give back the shares to the lender. So here the seller will come into picture. He will sell the shares to this short seller. The short seller will buy the shares at what, maybe at rupees 100, and then he will give back all the shares which he had taken from the lender. He will not only give back the shares, but he will give whatever the agreed interest amount was. Here I am taking the example of rupees 10. Here after 3 months, there can be two scenarios again. One is the share price goes down to rupees 100. The seller makes a profit. So let us see what is the calculation of it. So if the share price goes down, that is the first scenario. So this person will be in profit. The selling price was 120. He purchased it back at what? Rupees 100. He made a profit of rupees 20 minus 10 rupees interest per share. So his profit per share is rupees 10 in this scenario. Let us look at the loss scenario. So in this scenario, he sold the shares at 120 rupees. He purchased them back at 140. His loss is rupees 20 plus 10, 30 rupees per share is a loss for the short seller. That is why this kind of a short selling transaction is risky, because your loss can be more than your anticipated profit. That is why it is important to again place your stop loss order at whatever loss you want to bear it. So this is how you can even make money when the stock price falls. This is the beauty of stock markets. We not only make money when the share price goes up, but you can also make money when the share price goes down. But only your analysis should be concrete, and that's how we can make money in the stock market. So I hope this video was very helpful and there were some learnings. Before you do any kind of transaction, please do your own research. If this video was informative, please share, like and subscribe, and also press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of all the new videos. And also let us know if you have any suggestions for our next videos. Do let us know in the comments below. So this is your friend Mohammed Shoaib. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.